Welcome guys for my first video base review. So this one's gonna be a Townhall 7. As you can see, his name is Alberti from Forza. So if you want to submit your base review, there's gonna be a link in the description. There's also gonna be a link to his channel of YouTube. And so let's start off by talking about his base. So let's start about the buildings. So the buildings on the outside. So you really want to make all your buildings as less possible exposed. If you're going for trophies, that's a main part of the base, which means that, for example, if you look at this barrack right here, if anyone puts an archer, this archer tower is gonna get it for sure. So you can see all these buildings over here are protected by this archer tower. Cannon protects here, this protects here. This one is not so much. The cannon can get this. This one is a little bit exposed, and a little bit here too. It's not so bad of a deal, but imagine if you can get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buildings for free. That's maybe like a good 10% of the base that is already broken with a few archers, which is not very good for people that are pushing to get as high as they can. Let's talk about the amount of compartments. So this base has a good amount of compartments. Like there's you can see there's an outer core and there's also an inner core, which is very good. When you put the town hall like surrounded by walls, I do not see the point, because like your town hall doesn't really need to be surrounded by walls, but I get it because it's to separate the compartments, so it's actually pretty good. But yeah, you could make a base where the town hall you don't really have to put your town hall in the middle of the base. You can put it like a little bit on this side. The Barbarian King, which is a big problem to be honest, just looking at the base, he's very exposed, so that means it's very easy for him to get the Barbarian King. So is with the Clan Castle. Clan Castle is very exposed, like just by putting a few troops on this side over here, close to the spell factory, you can bait everything in it, and you can also get the Barbarian King easily. Usually your Clan Castle has to be in the middle of your base. Maybe try to figure out a way to put the Clan Castle more in the middle, and your Barbarian King close to the middle too. The mortars are very well placed. It's like a good triangle, which is very good in lower town halls. Your air defense is actually very high for your town hall, to be honest. At that level, my air defense were maybe like a level 2 at that town hall, and like yeah, you're good for that for at least a good till next town hall. Your pumps are, it's actually smart. You make them like gold, elixir, gold, elixir, gold, elixir, like that. If people just want gold, it's gonna be harder for them to get they have to get everything. It's not something that's gonna do a big difference, but it's something that's always good to keep in mind, because just every little part in life, and every single thing in the base will make a difference. Your decorations. So as you can see, you got like I think you got them all. I don't know why many people don't really understand about the decorations, but if you put decorations, for example, and I have a clan castle and I want to put it to drop my troops to attack your base, well, you cannot put a clan castle like reinforcements on decoration. That's why what I would recommend you to do is watch replays and look where your base is the most vulnerable. So like just looking at your base, if I was attacking it, I would most likely go from this side over here. So what I would do is I will take all my decorations and maybe put them so it like squeezes and takes all the place on this side, like that. If someone wants to put a clan castle, he won't be able to drop it here. You'll have to drop it a little bit farther, which is always something that could help you a little bit to give you more time for your cannon to shoot. And maybe what you should do is maybe sacrifice one of your storages to put your Barbarian King. And what else can you do? You can maybe also push this a little bit. These walls, push it back a little bit, like I can maybe put something else in here. And also maybe this army camp, I would move it up at the Barbarian King instead. Your archer towers and cannons are around your base. It's pretty good. But the thing that you're missing is on the bottom here, and also on the top. You have a little bit. Your wizard towers are a little bit too on the side, in my opinion. I think you should put them more in the middle, because a wizard tower is always gonna be useful. If you put like for example, what I used to do when I was at lower town hall is I would like separate my two storages. I would put two on the top and two on the bottom, and put a wizard tower that protects two of them, and then the other one that protects the other two. So that way that my wizard towers, every time like someone puts goblins towards my um, storages, my wizard towers would be able to um, get the job done. What else was I gonna say? Base is pretty much good. Also, these builder huts that you put on the side, it's actually a good trick in lower town hall levels, but most of the people know this by now, so they would usually drop one archer on the side. I would maybe put them more towards the middle, like in the openings. And I'm also guessing you have giant bombs there too, which is good. I'm not sure if your air mines, you should put them like, I'm not sure where you have them, but I would recommend you putting them on the side because people would mostly attack on the side because the air defense are like separated. So I would put them mostly like on this side and on this side, because I'm not really sure where yours are. And that concludes this video. This base is overall pretty good. You could do a few adjustments to make it a little bit better, but for Town Hall 7 base, it's okay. It's better than other people's stuff, and maybe with a few little stuff you can change around, and you can make the space a lot better. So yeah, that's it.